welcome back to your Wednesday's English lesson. So today we are going to do another read with me. I had lots of positive comments from the last read with me and I think you really enjoyed doing it at home. So today's read with me is going to be set out exactly the same. I will put a picture of what we are going to read here so that if you want to read along with it at home, that is perfectly okay. If you can't actually see this picture very well, I will also post the two sheets over on my Twitter account, which I will put here for you to go and have a look at. But just like the last video, I am going to read through the passage and then I'm going to give you some questions to answer about what we have read. So today's reading is going to be about rock pools. So if you have been to the seaside, you have probably seen a rock pool or you have been rock pooling, so looking at the different animals within the rock pools. So I'm going to start reading. Feel free to read along with me. Have you ever wanted to be an explorer? Would you like to study fascinating creatures in their natural habitat? Next time you have a chance to go to the beach, look at the tiny oceans that exist in rock pools. Rock pools are formed when sea fills spaces between rocks and forms small pools. These become home for very adaptable sea creatures. Have a think about what the word adaptable means. What does the word adaptable mean? It means that they can change, okay? So if something is adaptable, it means they're good at changing. They have to suit life underwater when the tide is in and survive for a while on dry rocks when the tide is out. Limpets, barnacles, mussels, starfish and crabs all live in rock pools. So limpets, barnacles, mussels, starfish and crabs all live in rock pools. Limpets and barnacles are tiny shellfish that cling to rocks. All you can see of them are their shells, so they sometimes look like part of the rocks themselves. They move over the surface of the rocks, eating the tiny plants on them. They move slowly, though that you'll never notice. Mussels are also shellfish. They have smooth, dark shells, but sometimes barnacles cling to them too. Mussels open their shells very slightly so the sea can wash in tiny creatures they eat. Starfish have soft bodies covered in tiny hard spines. They look like stars because of the way their legs spread out. Most starfish have 5 or 6 legs, but some kinds have up to 40. Crabs scuttle sideways to get around. They have thick shells that cover their soft bodies, 8 legs and 2 pincers. They use their pincers to crack open shellfish to eat. Sometimes they catch small fish too. You may even see a hermit crab in a rock pool. These crabs find and move into different shells as they grow. Despite their protective shells, creatures in rock pools are in danger from gulls, so seagulls, and other seabirds. Gulls are predators in this environment. They can swoop down quickly on crabs and smash their shells against rocks. Their strong beaks can peck at starfish to reach the soft creatures inside. Creatures that live in rock pools are also hurt by people. If you do go to explore, remember to leave them safe and happy in their pools. Okay, so like I said, I will insert a picture of the questions that I would like you to answer on what we have just read. Have a go at doing them and I will give you the answers in the English lesson next week. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you tomorrow for maths.